Hello everyone, I'm Robert Clark from Light Reading and I'm here today with Dr. Chen Dan from China Unicom Government and Enterprise Department. She's going to be showcasing for us some of the new service experiences China Unicom is bringing to its 5G B2B customers.
Nice to meet you. Thank Light Reading for inviting me. It's a great honor to show you two 5G 2B services of China Unicom, that is the Free Mobility Private Network and the 5G Digital Factory. Let's look at the Free Mobility Private Network first. You know, in scenarios such as remote office, online education, and public services, it is a common requirement to use personal terminals to access both the internet and the intranet. So let me show you its use on the remote office system of China Unicom. Before the Free Mobility Private Network is introduced, we need to use a traditional VPN and perform complex login authentication to access the campus network, and network bandwidth was limited. So this way, please. This is a mobile phone that has not enabled the Free Mobility Private Network. We can see that the intranet of China Unicom can't be directly accessed. In the past, I needed to use the dedicated VPN software to complete login verification before I could successfully enter the intranet login interface. Finally, use the employer account to log into an OE system of China Unicom. In addition, if you use the conventional VPN, it needs to pass through the internet. This may cause network congestion during the peak hours. So, service access may be slow and user experience is poor. You can see the web page loading extremely slow. But with the Free Mobility Private Network, the experience is totally on the next level. Moreover, the services can be quickly provisioned in a few simple steps without changing SIM cards or numbers.
Sure, you can get me without changing SIM cards or numbers. So can you show us how the service is enabled?
Sure, China Unicom provides a convenient application method for its employers. You only need to scan the QR code to report your mobile phone number and employer identity information. After the verification is passed, the service can be provisioned. This whole process takes only a few minutes. First, scan the QR code, submit the ID and mobile phone number. And then we just have to wait a few minutes. There you go. The service has been successfully provisioned. Now we can try to access our intranet OA system on the mobile phone.
Cool, it really is working.
China Unicom provides the self-service portal for enterprises so that they can perform self-management of numbers and cards after verifying and confirming that employers who need to enable the Free Mobility Private Network service. The enterprise can upload the numbers here and perform one-click subscription. Besides, enterprises can view some core service data during the operation of the Free Mobility Private Network on the self-service portal, such as intranet traffic, numbers of users, user access delay, identity authentication, security, and warning. We have used our own office system to test that the Free Mobility Private Network can increase the network download rate by 13 times and reduce the average delay by 14%. In May last year, we launched the Free Mobility Private Network solution. After that, the commercial deployment in more than 500 projects has been successfully completed. This year, we will carry out the 5G Free Mobility Private Network, enables hundreds of cities, thousands of schools, and more enterprises. Special action to promote 5G to various industries. Next, let's look at the 5G digital factory.
Sure, sounds really exciting.
Yeah, we know that the multi-category, the small volume, and the multi-batch has become the basic requirement of the high-tech manufacturing industry. The Schneider Wuxi plant produces more than 10,000 types of products, and the minimum acceptable auto quality is 1 piece. This is a huge challenge for factory flexibility. In the traditional mode, each production line adjustment used to take more than 1 week. As a result, the production line utilization rate is less than 50%. After the 5G private network is deployed, the 5G flexible production line is used to implement the fast line change and quickly respond to the customer requirements. What you are looking at right now is a flexible manufacturing line demo on the industrial side. On each side are small production lines, and in the middle is a flexible moving spot check workstation, which contains 2 main functions: the product clamping robot arm and machine vision inspection. The 5G flexible production line adopts the design of logo for assembled workstations. Each workstation communicates with the outside through the 5G gateway. The workstations do not need wired optical cables and can be flexible moved. Now you can see that the spot check workstation is performing sampling inspection of 1 production line 1. When the sample quality of production line 1 is sufficient, the workstation moves to production line 2 for sampling quality inspection. The adjustment of the production line does not require manual innovation.
So it looks like private 5G is the key to making all this work, right?
Yeah, the implementation of flexible production lines is inseparable from the 5G line technology. The wireless communication is performed between workstations in the production line through 5G line. Different production lines belong to different 5G line groups. After the video inspection, workstation is moved to production line 2. You only need to modify the 5G line group of the workstation to communicate with other workstations or production line 2, quickly enabling production line 2 to have the video inspection capability and improving the production efficiency. In Schneider Wuxi plant, the production line adjustment time from the original more than 1 week to less than 4 hours. The production line utilization rate is improved to 80%.
That's really something. So I understand the technology is going to be deployed at places well beyond Wuxi, right?
Yeah, absolutely. China Unicom also launched multi-campus private network solution. The network management system and operation management platform are deployed in the headquarters of Schneider in implement unified construction, unified O&M on multiple campuses, and quickly replicate to 26 factories across the country. In the Schneider case, we also innovated our business model and adopted the first basic and value-added services. The 5G2B revenue drove 3 times the revenue of the ICT.
That brings us to the end of today's journey into these 2 very interesting case studies from China Unicom, the free mobility and the 5G smart factory. I want to thank Dr. Dan very much for your time today, and thank you, the viewer, for watching.